My name is Dr. James Msinguzi, and I'm the Executive Director of the Uganda Wildlife Authority. I take this honor and privilege to congratulate our dear staff members, the board, and all other stakeholders of the Uganda Wildlife Authority, both internal stakeholders and external stakeholders who have been very instrumental and supportive in the year 2025. I congratulate you upon reaching this time of the year and thank God for the gift of life that He has given us. In addition, I would like to thank you very much for the support that you have accorded to the Uganda Wildlife Authority in the year 2025, which support has led to quite a number of milestones. We've been able to complete the merger of the Uganda Wildlife Authority and the Uganda Wildlife Conservation Education Center, and we have a new institution with a new and broader structure that now includes a Department of Community Conservation, and the purpose is to ensure that we concentrate on bringing on board the community to participate in collaborative wildlife management, working with the Uganda Wildlife Authority, because the resources, the wildlife resources that we keep are kept for the benefit of all stakeholders, including the communities around the project areas, the communities in Uganda, but also the world at large. Therefore, the structure has provided for conservation and mobilization of the communities to achieve conservation of the wildlife resources. We have also been able to import 8 rhinos, which rhinos are going to help us in the diversification of the genetic profiles and diversity of the rhinos that we have already in Uganda, in preparation for the translocation of the rhinos from Ziwa Rhino Sanctuary to Ajai Wildlife Reserve. For the first time, the Uganda Wildlife Authority, working with various stakeholders, was able to multiply the rhinos to the current 59 now in Uganda, kept at Ziwa Rhino Sanctuary, and we are going to translocate them from Ziwa Rhino Sanctuary to Ajai Wildlife Reserve. Later on, we are going to take to Chidepo Valley National Park, and then also Murchison Falls National Park, including restoration of the indigenous eastern black rhinos that used to exist in Uganda. We are all doing all of this following a 10-year rhino conservation strategy that is guiding all the processes and activities regarding rhino translocation and restoration within their former natural areas. We have been able to translocate other animals like cobs to be able to make the Ajai Wildlife Reserve better and safer. We have also been able to translocate other animals like the giraffes, like buffaloes, within the country in terms of inter-CA transfers, because we are trying to create insurance populations. We are trying to establish new populations in other areas so that we can be able to promote product diversity for our tourists who are able to come and see, enjoy the wildlife that they see. We've been able to work very hard with various stakeholders to fight invasive species. Invasive species have come up as a result of climate changes and variability, and these have the potential to chase away our wildlife from the visibility of the visitors, and therefore we must fight them, manipulate the ecosystems to make sure that we have palatable grass that is able to allow our animals to thrive. We've also been able to work hard to fence conservation areas to avoid human-wildlife conflicts. We've been able to achieve quite a number of kilometers in Queen Elizabeth National Park, Chidepo Valley National Park, Murchison Falls National Park, and now we have reduced incidences of human-wildlife conflict. We thank the government of Uganda for the support that they have accorded to us. We thank the board of trustees of the Uganda Wildlife Authority. We thank the Ministry of Tourism, Wildlife and Antiquities for the policy guidance that has been accorded to us to be able to achieve all that we've been able to achieve. We've also had growth in wildlife numbers. Very soon we are going to be producing the State of the Wildlife Resources report in Uganda that is going to bring out the numbers of the various individual species of wildlife that we have, and drawing up a plan of how we can rejuvenate the various populations. This report is going to be key. We've also been able to promote research within the wildlife estate of Uganda, And we are using science to make decisions, empirical-based decision making. By doing research, we generate data that is able to support us to make decisions for management. This is key management, but also enhancement of conservation and tourism in our country. We've been able to grow the number of visitors as a result of the stability that we've been able to establish in the Uganda's protected areas. And in this case, I would like to thank the sister agencies. We've worked very well with the Uganda Police Force. We've been able to work with the UPDF very well as counterparts, the Uganda Police Defense Forces, that has helped us to join hands with us and beef up security so that the tourist who comes feels secure. We've been able to work with concessionaires. We've established lodges within the protected areas, and the goal is to make sure the tourist who comes lives comfortably. So working with the private sector, we've been able to establish concessions. We have been able to concessionaires have been able to build lodges, and they are contributing funds to the Uganda Wildlife Authority through the bed night fees, and we thank them. We want to thank all the stakeholders. The wildlife sector in Uganda is quite huge, and it involves so many stakeholders: the communities, the schools, the research institutions, the NGOs that are able to go and look for money, and they come and we do work together. So we thank everybody who has been able to support us along the way. We want to thank the government for the IFPA-CD project that has been able to support us in establishing visitor information centers at CA level, conservation area level, and the goal is to increase the experience of the visitor. When the visitor comes, they are received well in the visitor information center, they are briefed, and they are taken through what to expect so that they are able to be settled down right from the time of arrival up to the time when they leave. We have also innovated and created more tourism products and services with the aim of increasing visitation, but also value for money in our country for the tourist. The government of Uganda has set the 10-fold growth strategy to achieve an economy of $500 billion by 2040. Tourism, where the Uganda Wildlife Authority belongs and contributes significantly, is one of these sectors. This implies that as Uganda Wildlife Authority, we have to work very hard to be able to raise the $50 billion that has been earmarked for the tourism sector. So we must work hard, we must innovate, we must diversify tourism products and services. We must form a team that's going to be able to achieve this ambitious plan. And we are up to the task. Let's continue doing hard work, even in the new year 2026, to be able to raise more money, to be able to attract more, through attracting more visitors, so that we can be able to live up the dream of raising $50 billion by 2040, as the benchmark has been raised by the government of Uganda. So finally, I want to thank my colleagues, the staff of the Uganda Wildlife Authority, who have worked hard to make us reach where we are. I implore you to work hard and also innovate. Think outside the box. Let's be creative in the new year, 2026, so that we can diversify the products, we can be able to attract more visitors. But also, I want to thank the stakeholders who have supported us, who have been able to add value to the work that we are doing. I call upon you to continue working with us in the year 2026. I wish you all a Merry Christmas and a great New Year 2026 that is full of productivity, that is full of joy. I thank you very much.